I love that song. We're listening to the great Eagles tribute band, EagleMania, who's playing in Milwaukee 1 week from tomorrow. You know, there's no doubt that the Eagles are one of the best bands in American history, and they were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 1998.
Yeah, hearing their music can certainly bring fans' memories alive. So today we're thrilled to be chatting with the founding member of EagleMania on the Morning Blend. It's Frank Marino. Good morning to you.
Morning, Frank.
Good morning to you.
Doing it via Skype this morning. So from what I understand from your stage manager and all your people is that this is really the first time this group has been in the Midwest. True?
It is. It's our first time out in that area. We're very excited to come out there, though.
Yeah, we hear you're a big deal on the East Coast.
Yeah, we're doing very well on the East Coast. We've been very fortunate. We sell out almost every venue we go to. We're playing a lot of very large theaters. It's been really exciting.
You guys sound amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, truly. What do you think makes a tribute band successful?
I think it's very important that you stay authentic and you really try, if you're going to pay tribute to an act, pay tribute to an act and not take liberties with their songs. A lot of bands will throw in guitar solos and drum fills and all these different things that just really don't belong. When people see a tribute band, they want to hear the music the way that they heard the music years ago. So that's what we try to do. We try to stay very tried and true to what the Eagles actually do.
So who are all of you guys? Talk about the inspiration to start these to start this group. Did you all come from different places? Are you all huge Eagles fans?
The one thing we did have in common is we are all Eagles fans, have grown up as Eagles fans, so that helped a lot. The inspiration was, you know, we've been doing this separately in other bands for many, many years, playing nightclubs and bars. And you know, as we're getting older, we're trying to find ways to move forward in our career and get out of doing bars and nightclubs. So I thought about what would appeal to the largest demographic. You know, what audience could we really hit the hardest with the biggest catalog of music and draw the greatest number of people. And I thought about the Eagles. So I started making phone calls to musicians I knew, and it took about a year for me to find the right combination of guys. I auditioned several musicians that were all great in their own right, but just didn't fit the blend of voices and the musicianship that we needed. And once I found this group of guys, it took off. It couldn't have gone any better. And we're like a big family. It's a wonderful thing.
That's awesome. I think it's got to be really difficult, though, to emulate those guitar and the vocal harmonies that the Eagles were known so well to have. I mean, like you said, if you're really playing it exact and true to the music, you probably had to find some very specific sounds and talent.
That was the biggest challenge, was finding, you know, for example, our lead singer, the guy that sings, Don Henley and Timothy B. Schmidt and Randy Meisner, he sounds exactly like those guys. And that's a really hard thing to find. So, you know, we have a guy that sounds like Glenn Frey, we do Joe Walsh. It was really difficult, and I was very fortunate with the guys I found because they really do fit the part. And together, our voices blend, and we're able to cover those harmonies pretty effectively.
And just yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary of the death of Glenn Frey. Do you feel like that's had an impact on the band and maybe even added to your popularity that you're doing this right now and touring?
Yeah, it actually did. When you know, it was terrible when Glenn died. It was unexpected. He was an icon in this industry as a performer and especially as a songwriter. And those songs, you know, the Eagles music, it's the soundtrack to a lot of people's lives. A lot of people our age all grew up with those songs. And after Glenn passed, you know, we come out and we talk to our audience after every show, and people would come up to me and tell me stories about which Glenn Frey song meant what to them and why, and their first girlfriend or their first child was, you know, all these different things. And it just tied into a lot of life. So yeah, it had a big impact on people. And for us as a band, people wanted to come out and hear that music just a little bit more. They wanted to reminisce, and you know, the Eagles aren't going to tour now without Glenn, so it's up to bands like ours to keep that music alive and keep it in front of an audience.
Yeah, and that nostalgia, like you said, it really does like stir up those memories that you have when you've heard those songs, or where you were, or what you were doing, or who you were with. Which two for you? Is there one or two songs that really have a special meaning for you when you play them?
There's probably 2 or 3 songs that I really, really like. I get made fun of by the guys in my band all the time because I like ballads. I'm a balladeer, I guess a romantic guy at heart. So I tend to fall towards like songs like Try and Love Again, which was not one of their more popular songs. It was on the Hotel California record. Randy Meisner sang it. I happen to love that song. I Can't Tell You Why and Take It to the Limit are two other songs that I personally really like.
Really quick, will we see the famous double neck guitar in Hotel California?
The second that comes out on stage, the audience is on their feet.
I bet.
And they sing every word to that song. It's amazing.
I bet. Great talking
thanks,
to you.
Frank.
Well, thank you. I'm really glad you had us on, and we're really looking forward to seeing all you guys soon. So,
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Congratulations to you guys. You sound fantastic, and it was a pleasure to talk to you.
Same here. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here's your special offer. If you want to check out EagleMania right now, $5 off if you show up in person to the ticket office wearing green and gold. That's right, they'll give you $5 off the tickets. It's at the Pabst Theater next Friday, the 27th. You can also buy online, pabsttheater.org, but they can't see if you're wearing green and gold there, so you don't get the discount that way. There you go.
Wear your team colors.
Oh, fun
that
stuff.
was great. Real sincere guy.
Yep.
That was great talking to him.